Okay, so rush to the same alley as last night, wait here in the park, or go to Arcueid's room. Let's see, what would be the safest thing to do, I think, is the best question to ask here. Rushing into the same alley as last night might not be a good idea. We might find a crack dealer or a zombie, well, I should say the dead, but yeah, we probably shouldn't do that. Waiting here in the park, I guess that seems like the best option. We could go to Arcueid's room. Well, hold on. I guess, yeah, because we've already waited in the park. Yeah, let's try going to Arcueid's room. Let's see what happens. That seems like the best option. I was gonna say waiting in the park, but yeah, I don't know. Bad things might happen, or she might just not come. I'll go to Arcueid's room. If Arcueid is as weak as Senpai says, she had to have returned to her room to rest. Okay, well that makes sense. I gasped for air. My legs, which ran as hard as they could, finally stopped. Trying to catch my breath, I entered the apartment. I grabbed the doorknob. It isn't locked. Without hesitating, I turn it and open the door. Even though it wasn't locked, there's no one here. Arcueid, are you here? There's no response. Does she never lock her door? There's no sign of her having even returned here. Damn. Then she's still in town? I hit the wall. But letting it out on the wall is not going to get Arcueid to come out. When did you go? Or no, wait. Where did you go? Where did you go, Arcueid? If there really is a god, I want to ask him for help. Arcueid isn't here. But I can't find her just running around aimlessly. At this rate, I'll never see her again. No, I'm not done yet. I still haven't fulfilled my promise with Arcueid. The promise to help her defeat the vampire, and the promise to meet tonight so we can fight together. Promise. That's right. There's still our promise. Even if it's just one-sided, even if it's just me, I'll fulfill our promise. I return to the park. Our promise still remains here. Our unfulfilled promise for tonight remains here. So, if I can't break this promise, and if she thinks it's important too, Arcueid will come back here. I can only continue to believe in her and wait here. Well, I guess we should have done that. I don't know, it just didn't seem like the most sensible thing to do, because we've already done that multiple times before, and it's... Time passes by. The clock ticks mechanically, recording the passing of each sound. Second sound. What the fuck am I thinking? I feel like I'm drowning. My body doesn't want to wait a minute longer. Just sitting here, waiting seems like the utmost in idiocy, and I want to run off and search for her again. Yeah, I agree with that, Shiki. I don't think it makes any sense for you to continue to wait. Because I don't know, if it were me, I wouldn't feel like she would show up. But my heart is calm. Even though my body urges me to hurry, my heart remains calm. I continue waiting, staring up at the moon. It's horribly quiet. No sounds, as if the night froze everything. A quiet stillness, as if Arcueid and I were the only ones in the entire world. If I can stay in such a place, then it isn't painful at all to wait for any amount of time. So right now, I'm drowning in bliss. Only time passes by. Just 2 hours until dawn. If the day breaks, Arcueid and I will probably never see each other again. I'm waiting to see an image of Arcueid on the screen. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I would seriously not want to wait all night. I would be convinced that she had gone to fight Roa or something. And time just passes by. And then, like a white rabbit in the snow, she unexpectedly arrives in the park. Well, never mind. I was proven wrong, I suppose. Ellipsis. Arcueid doesn't say anything. With downcast eyes, she doesn't make a move to come closer. Arcueid. I call out to her. She doesn't respond or even look in my direction. More ellipsis. I can't speak. I don't know what I can say to make her smile again. Right now, I feel like any words coming out of my mouth will only make her sadder. Time seems to stretch to eternity. In reality, the ticking of the clock can't have happened even close to 1,000 times. Arcueid lifts her head, looking like she's watching a dream. You wouldn't go home at all, Shiki. So I came here because I couldn't leave you alone. Even though I really was thinking of going back to my room. She hesitates as she speaks, but she says this in her usual cheerful manner. Of course, I wouldn't go... Oh wait, that was Shiki. Of course I wouldn't go back. Didn't I say I'd keep my promise? I still haven't been any help tonight. That's enough. You don't have to do that anymore. Enough? Just what's enough, Arcueid? Doesn't it go without saying? It's just that I'm a vampire and you're a human, Shiki. I didn't have any right to receive help from you. I didn't understand that earlier, and I would have ruined you if I went a bit farther. That's why. It's enough, she whispers. What are you saying all of a sudden? I was ready for that from the time I agreed to help you. I understood far better than you that you were a vampire. Knowing that, I still said I'd help you. This is nothing I can agree with. Arcueid, you don't need to worry about what happened earlier. You were just tired and weak. I'm an idiot, so I couldn't realize you were lying. I'm gonna have to agree with you, Shiki. I kind of think you might be sometimes too. You weren't in pain because of your wounds, but because of your vampiric impulses, right? Senpai told me all about it. That woman. Since when did agents from the burial agency become so tall? Oh, wait. God damn it, that's Arcueid. Fuck. That woman. Since when did agents from the burial agency become so talkative? Less with hate and more with exhaustion, Arcueid gives a deep sigh. I heard it all from Senpai, so I'll be direct. I don't see any problem, Arcueid. You're in pain now, but you'll return to normal in a few days, right? So you don't need to worry. And about before, even though you were in so much pain, you held yourself back, didn't you? So it's alright. Let's just continue like we were until now. With some difficulty, Arcueid smiles weakly. Shiki, you don't understand at all. It's useless to do this. Even now, I want to drink your blood. But you only think that. Then try hard and resist it. Haven't you tried so hard like that until now? That's true. Until now, I've held myself back. No, I was able to. But I guess it's useless now. Even though the only meaning for my existence is to hunt other vampires, I did a lot of extra things. If I didn't know anything, I never would have thought of wanting anything. If I didn't rely on you and pursued the enemy by myself, it would have been alright. It would have been okay if she was by herself? Is she serious? Does she seriously believe that? With such a sad face? With such a sad voice? With such a solitary appearance and on the verge of collapse? That just pisses me off. Snap out of it, you idiot. What? Don't be ridiculous. What do you mean if you pursued the enemy by yourself it would have been alright? Because it was impossible by yourself. Because you finally realized that there are things you can't do by yourself, and you asked me for help, right? Then rely on me until the very end. I'll help you. No matter what happens, I'll help you, so... Don't look like that. Don't say those things. Finally. If you finally realize that life is fun, please don't simply give up on such happiness. Shiki? Are you crying? Oh my god. Like hell I am. I'm a man! Why would I cry over you? It's just... she's saying such stupid things. It makes me so angry that my emotions are going crazy. Anyway, we'll continue searching for this vampire, okay? If we can defeat this Roa guy, then you can get some rest. Then, everything's solved. There can't be any problems at all. With terribly peaceful eyes, she gives a quiet nod. But, it's too late for me, Shiki. You said I held myself back before, but I really didn't. Back then, I only stopped because you became afraid of me. Many people have been afraid of me, like a monster. So I didn't feel anything when hated or feared. I was trying to say when I hated or feared, which didn't really make any sense. But it really is strange, you know? I really didn't want you to look at me like I was a monster. But I am a monster no matter how you look at me. She forces out a dry laugh. No, it just happened so fast, I was just so surprised. That's a lie. That's a lie I can't even fool myself with. Arcueid painfully looks away. Sensei told me before that you'll only hurt the other person when you tell lies that you can't even deceive yourself with. That's why I stopped for an instant. I was scared of you looking at me like that. I would break apart if you look at me like that in the future too. So, I won't see you anymore. What? Let's say goodbye here, Shiki. We probably associated too much with each other. She turns around swiftly. She says this while trying not to look at me. Associated too much, huh? Maybe that's true. For both me and Arcueid. If we never knew much about each other, this never would have happened. I would have just returned to my normal life, and she'd have probably kept going by herself. You're right. Maybe we have associated too much already. But I think we're fine like that. Because, isn't always being by yourself lonely? Arcueid doesn't answer. She looks so vulnerable. I want to embrace her and support her. And, to be honest, I really enjoyed these past few days. I almost died, but it wasn't all bad. So, let me help you until the very end. How could I sleep if I knew I left you alone? No, you don't have to worry about me. I will kill Roa no matter what. I will destroy him even if it kills me. You've done enough already, Shiki. This city will soon return to normal, so you don't have to worry anymore. Her voice as she faces away from me has no trace of her usual brightness. I can't bear this anymore. I'm going to stop acting like this. Idiot. That's not what I'm worried about. Saying that, I draw closer to her. Arcueid tries to escape. I grab her arm from behind and make her turn around. Shiki. Since you don't understand me unless I'm direct, I'll be direct. Look, I don't agree to help you to stop the vampire in the city. I didn't agree to help you stop the vampire in the city. I really don't have any fine ideals such as protecting the city I live in. right. I was only fooling myself. The reason isn't anywhere near to being that noble. I just like you. I wanted to help you, so I agreed to help you. So now, I just can't leave you. I reveal it all, and embrace Arcueid straight on. Oh. Her gasp isn't one of resistance. She simply stands there in astonishment, accepting my embrace. Thump. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to drink my blood. Thump. Shiki, it hurts. My arms hurt. Thump. That'll make it even. Because I... Thump. I've always wanted you to. I've always wanted you to. Even now, I'm consumed with passion just hearing your heartbeat. Thump. How many thumps does there have to be? I get it. From her arms I hold, from her body up against mine, I can feel the beating of her heart. No, Shiki. That's just, for right now, it's only a whim of yours. Thump, thump. Just hearing this sound makes me want to hug her to death. Even so, I love you right now, Arcueid. That is my truth. I don't care about what happens later. Thump. So that's kind of like something like that, I guess. There's a pause in between the thumps. Or do you hate me? Thump. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the sound effects, guys. I know it's probably getting annoying at this point. The heartbeat skips. No, I can't answer that. The heartbeat stops. In its place, her arms wrap around my back like falling rain. At first, just gently, then hard as if answering me. Her arms squeeze my body into hers. Our embrace lasted only an instant. I don't even know which one of us separated first, but as we planned it, we both let go. Ellipsis. She blushes, looking away. There's only about an hour until dawn. That's enough time, her. As the night ends, so does Arcueid's time. But I can't bear parting with her anymore. You guys remember how I said I just like to insert things sometimes? Yeah, there you go. If it can't be forgiven, right now, I want to. My room. Can we go to my room? If you say you're going to protect me, I don't want you to go back. A hesitant voice. Even I can understand what she means. I think we all do, Shiki. Even you can understand what she means, exactly. Nodding wordlessly, I walk with Arcueid to a room. Alright guys, I think you all know what's coming here, so... YouTube censorship is about to go into effect. I enter before her. Behind me, I can sense Arcueid. If I turn around, I know my feelings will rise out of control. Oh well, we know what that means. But still, my mind is almost surprisingly calm. I don't quite understand it myself, but perhaps it is the contradicting impulse of being insane yet sane that loving someone brings. Arcueid. I try to turn around. Before I finish, I feel her hand lightly rest on my back. Oh, don't turn around. Wait just like this for a while. Her voice is exceedingly calm. The hand on my back doesn't move, as if making sure of something. Hey, Shiki. Do you remember when I first waited for you? Yeah, I remember. The one I killed was waiting with a smiling face. How could I forget? Yeah, back then, I really hated you. Despite her words, her voice is very gentle. Arcueid? I knew I wouldn't be able to suppress my vampiric impulses by myself any longer, and I knew this probably wouldn't be my chance, and I pursued Roa. This probably would be my chance, and I pursued Roa. I thought I finally found him, and then someone I didn't even know killed me and ruined everything. Back then, all I could feel was hatred. And I found the one who killed me, and waited for me at that road for such a long time. I was thinking for you to hurry up. Hurry up and come here. Once I saw you, I'd make you suffer the same fate. I really did hate you. I hated you so much I thought my chest would burst with hatred as I waited. The pressure on my back increases. Arcueid? But no one has ever killed me like that before. I was a bit curious about what kind of a person you were too. And I never thought so strongly about someone before. In the beginning, it was just hatred. But it started to slip when I wondered what kind of human you were. Soon, I wanted to meet you and find out about you. The one who killed me like that, and for the first time I almost lost track of myself and I kept wondering. Shiki, what you said before, about how being by yourself is lonely, I thought that wasn't true. But when I waited for you, the one I madly thought about, I felt happy. I wanted to meet you right away, but it turned out great that I held on and waited for you. It was really fun. I was so excited, I kept imagining what kind of person you were. She pulls her hand from my back. Thinking back, I started to feel the need for someone else from that time. Oh wait, that's Arcueid still talking. For some reason I think Shiki might start talking, but probably not. Thinking back, I started to feel the need for someone else from that time, and I felt unsatisfied with just being by myself. You said you liked me, but I think I fell in love with you before we even met. Her voice is just so lovely. There's no need for hesitation. Turning around, I embrace her. Okay. Censorship time, guys. Okay, so basically the only important thing you guys really missed was that Arcueid told Shiki she'd be gone in the morning. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Oh yeah, and they banged. So yeah, there's that. And the scene where they have sex is so fucking long. Oh my god. I guess it's meant to be that way because it's the last time they're gonna see each other and all that, and it's supposed to be all romantic and whatnot. You know, I get it, but yeah. I wake up. Bright sunlight streams in through the curtains. Looking at the clock, it just turned noon. Crap, school! I quickly get up. But, come to think of it, it's Sunday today. Why the fuck are you worrying about school when there's an evil fucking vampire that's trying to destroy your entire town? There's no need to go to school. Was there ever? If there's anything I should worry about, it's the fact that I stayed over at Arcueid's place without calling home. Come to think of it, I think I saw a weird dream. A dream where I was talking to Arcueid and she kissed me at the end. I'm really out of it. For me to see such a happy dream when Arcueid is sleeping next to me might be proof I'm really happy right now. Don't you think so, Arc? I turn to the bed, and my voice cuts off there. Arcueid? I look at the bed in shock. There's no one there. Arcueid isn't around anywhere. I'll be going now. In my dream, Arcueid said that. But it wasn't a dream. Hey, wait! I look around the room. But, of course, she isn't anywhere. The only thing I find is a single piece of paper on the table. What? I don't think it's some kind of joke or it's in another language, but the paper only says the word bye written on it. Why? I don't want to believe it. But more than that, I can understand what Arcueid did. Why? You've got to be kidding me. Bye is just too simple. We even promised. We promised to be together. I told her I'd help her until the very end. Why? Why did she go off by herself again? Why, Arcueid? I scream as loud as I can and crumble the piece of paper together. What? That didn't even make sense. Why'd I say that? After that, I fly out of the room and look all over like I've gone mad. I can't find Arcueid. Did he seriously look all fucking day? I know. I already know that she won't ever appear before me again, but I still can't give up. I'll go crazy like this. I'll go crazy unless I find her and yell at her for how much of an idiot she's been, but I still can't find her. I'll never see her again. Something desperately ends. She will settle things with Roa and disappear by herself. No, I think she's already finished and left the city already. I stop thinking before I go crazy. I hear the voices of cicadas in the back of my ear. The discarded shells of cicadas. My body becomes light with nothing inside it, and I cannot think anymore. So this is what it means to be truly empty. Not even tears come forth. Still an empty shell, my legs move. I guess it's just like an animal's instinctual sense to go home. Even though I have nothing left in me, I'm walking towards my house. "11th day, savage night. The final day, to end all days." I wake up to the sound of Hisui's voice. Since then, after returning to the mansion, I must have made my way to my room and somehow and slept. "Shiki-sama, are you not feeling well?" "No, I'm fine." Answering, I sit up in bed. I'm almost amazed at myself. I don't even feel like talking, but my body tries to start my day as always. "Breakfast? I'll be down soon." "Yes, I will be waiting." Looking as if she still wants to say something, Hisui leaves the room. I change my clothes and head to the sitting room. Akiha and Kohaku are there. "Morning." Giving my usual greeting, I go to the dining room. I eat breakfast and return to the sitting room. I sit on the sofa and stare at the clock. "Nissan? You know you have school today, right?" Yeah, that's right. I guess I should go to school." "Oh, maybe so." I forgot. I didn't feel like doing anything, and I thought I would keep living like this empty shell. I do have my life as Tonoshiki. If I don't have anything to do, it won't hurt to go to school. "Nissan?" Akiha looks at me uneasily. Speaking is just a pain. Without saying anything, I go to school. Time passes by uneventfully. I emptily attend my lessons. The sound of the chalk. I mindlessly write down what's written on the board into my notes. I look out the window into the rear courtyard. Of course, there's no one there. What am I doing? Just calmly attending my lessons like this? Not searching for her and just returning to my normal life? But there's no way for me to search for Arcueid. Since she left on her own, there's probably no possibility of me finding her. That's why I've never really lost Arcueid. Snap. Can't really make the snapping sound of it. Whatever. Fuck. Ellipsis. A sound comes from above my desk. It's nothing. I was just gripping my mechanical pencil so hard that I snapped another one. Classes end. In the commotion of the classroom, I still remain seated. "Tono, can you come here for a moment?" My math teacher speaks up from the podium. "Yes, what is it?" I respond and walk towards him. "Tono, hasn't your recent behavior been a little wild? I have received information that you have been going out late at night. Does it ring a bell?" "Yes. These past few days, I had things to do in town tonight." "I see." My math teacher, well, my homeroom teacher as well, looks a bit concerned, then looks a little sorry. I know you're not the kind of student to goof off at night, but there have been concerns voiced by the faculty. It appears the head of the student council would like to speak to you. Because of that, please go to the student council room after school. Just consider yourself lucky and bear with it. Saying goodbye, he leaves the classroom. After school, I stop by the student council room, but the teacher isn't there. Now that I remember that teacher is also my advisor to the an unadvisor to the gymnastics team. He probably won't come until practice is over. I sit in my chair and wait faithfully. I bite my lip. I know this isn't the time to be doing this. I know, but there's nothing I can do. Outside the window, the sunset paints the sky vermilion. I can hear the voices of club members practicing outside and the students talking while going home. Within that, this classroom is the only quiet place. This makes me angry. Why am I here? I can't do anything. I'm angry at my powerlessness. However, I have no way to solve this myself, so in the end, all I can do is accept everything I'm told emptily. What am I doing? Exactly, what are you doing, Shiki? You should be fighting vampires with Arcueid. There's no answer. I just sit in the empty classroom listening to the sounds outside. Tick. The second hand of the clock sweeps by, telling me it's now 7 at night. No one comes by. I think Shiki is a little not sane right now. The school closes at 6, and all the teachers leave at 6:30, so no one else remains in the school grounds. So no one checked to see if there was anybody left in the fucking school? I guess I'm forgotten. Well, I guess you are. I get up from my chair. After pondering matters so long, my head starts to clear a little. I was thinking all this time about what I should do, about what I should prioritize. From here, I should... Even if it's useless, I'll look for Arcueid, accept it, and go back to the mansion. Or, if this is how things are, I'll search for Roa by myself. Well, since it's always the right choice has always involved Arcueid, let's just go with this one. Going to the mansion would be fucking stupid anyway. And searching for Roa, yeah, that'll probably get us fucking killed. I should look for Arcueid. No matter how impossible it might look, no matter how hopeless it seems, it's all I can think of. I'll keep searching until I find her. I can't leave her by myself, and I can't let her settle things with Roa by herself. Alright. My mind is set, so I can't waste any more time here. I have to go in town this very minute, and even if it means looking for a needle in a haystack, I have to find Arcueid. Naturally, the hallway is empty. The lights are shut off, and the hallway is illuminated solely by the blue moonlight streaming in from the windows. I realize as I look up at the sky from the hallway, tonight is a full moon. I lose myself for a moment gazing at it. The silver moon, delicate beauty like glass, it feels like it will crumble if I were to reach out my hand and touch it. That moon. When I was a child, I feel like I saw it in a stupor. Throb. Gah! Suddenly, the scar on my chest begins to ache. Thump. My heart skips a beat. My blood starts to circulate wildly and I can't control my breathing. Throb. I place my hand on my chest. My uniform is soaked in blood. My scar is open and is bleeding. Thump. Panting. My breathing is out of control. A chill runs through my back and my spine painfully feels like it's going to burst open. Throb. Thump. Throb. Thump. Tap. In between my heartbeats, I hear a sound. Uh-oh, maybe we made the wrong choice. Oh shit. Someone is coming. From the far end of the hallway, walking towards me. Tap. The sound of footsteps. There's something not right. This isn't the wild beating of a heart which comes from my body sensing danger like before. A headache runs through my head. This pain, this sense of danger, is directed against me. I feel that shadowy figure is something I, Tonoshiki, must not meet. I breathe harder. Not even able to breathe properly, I take off my glasses. My knife is in my pocket. The figure draws closer. The moonlight seems to suggest it's a male. The point indicating death pulsates in the center of his body like a heart. All around his body are numerous lines of death covered like wires for a machine. My breathing stops. There's something wrong with my head. I don't know this figure. Even though I don't know, I can't help but feel it resembles someone. Tap, tap. He approaches. I'll be able to see his face soon. Who does he resemble? Who does he resemble? Who does he resemble? Who does he resemble? Well, who am I forgetting? Bloodshot eyes. The death all over his body. An alien stillness as if the very air around us was frozen. There's no mistaking it. He isn't human. He draws even closer. He heads straight in my direction, looking solely at me, smiling wordlessly. I ready my knife. The blade pops forth. He continues walking. There's no time to think or hesitate. Under the white moon, as if in slow motion, I ready my knife. He doesn't stop. Slowly, as if time stopped only for me, he easily reaches out and takes my knife, holding it upside down. What? My body doesn't move.
Shiki, being able to see death isn't just your privilege.
Saying that, he moves his arm. Thrum. A chill runs through me again. My brain freezes. My body remembers the same pain from before. The sound of slashed flesh. My knife he stole is now plunged deeply in my chest. Oh shit. Did we make the wrong decision? My body collapses. All my strength drains as I crumble to the floor. Fluttering, a white sheet falls. Uh-oh. It's because I leaned on him when I fell. As I fell, my hand took the bandages wrapping his body.
I see. You wish to see my face, Shiki?
Saying that, he unfurls the bandages. Well, I've never seen you before. Everything turns dark. His face. The face before me. I know it. It does resemble that. Because his face, it resembles the face of the bloody child before me on that hot summer day. I fall onto the ground, the knife still embedded in my chest. Strangely, there's no blood or even pain. My body just gets colder. My consciousness drifts away. My control over my body, everything starts to fade away. Oh. I did pay you back for killing me. He says this as he looks down at me. The face I see as I look up. I recognize him. Of course I recognize him. Yeah, why would I have forgotten until now? Or why have I forgotten until now? When I was a kid, the other child me and Akiha played with at the other child me and Akiha played with at the mansion. Yeah, that's right. Always we were together. When Akiha came to play, me and him were always there to welcome her. So why have I forgotten his name until now?
Shiki. That's right, Shiki. It's been a long time now.
He, Shiki, smiles with satisfaction. Shiki, Shiki, Akiha, Shiki, Shiki, Akiha, Shiki. Those meaningless scribbles. That's ridiculous.
Sorry, Shiki. You'll have to listen to my grudges a little longer, so I just avoided the point of death slightly. It's not fatal, so you'll probably stay conscious for a bit. Don't fade away that easily.
The unpleasant laugh and terrible uneasiness I felt when I faced Nero. In the midst of my fading consciousness, I realized something. He is Arcueid's enemy.
Well then, Shall I take that knife? Someone like you who's about to disappear won't need it.
He reaches for the knife stuck in my chest. He grips the handle. The moment he takes it out will be my death. But I can't do anything. I can't move even close to, or even to close my eyes.
Gah!
He flies. Suddenly, Shiki flies back as if he were struck by a car. At the same time, a black-robed figure appears. Even though this is the 3rd floor, she crashes through the glass window and makes a flashy appearance. After flying back many meters, Shiki stands up slowly and stares at me lying on the floor. And CL Senpai is protecting me.